Support.
The maestro, please!
October couldn't keep it up, and we have our first slow week of fall, but we still have a few things to talk about. This will be for the week of
October 23rd, 2021.
On this day in music back in 1930, the BBC Symphony Orchestra gave its first concert conducted by Adrian Bolt at the Queen's Hall. They played the music of Wagner, Brahms, Saint-Saëns, and Ravel. The top 5 actually has not changed at all since last week, which means yes, the soundtrack to the new James Bond movie is still at number 1.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Fantastic album, but Bad Bad Not Good is an instrumental group, and they will frequently get shoved into the jazz category because of it. I would more call them a funk band, which in my opinion might push them more towards R&B, but if they get put on that chart, well, they're not going to get nearly as high as they would on the jazz charts.
Singing.
You know, because of the success of their song Heat Wave, Glass Animals' Dreamland made its way back up the rock charts. It's not number 1 this week, it's number 2, being displaced by Queen's Greatest Hits. But it was number 1 last week.
It's bigger than hip-hop, hip-hop.
Tell me what you really, really need, lil' babe. Take you out and put you in double C, lil' babe.
Studio album number 2 for Don Toliver, and released off of the Cactus Jack record label, and the boss of Cactus Jack is actually featured on this album, and for those that don't know who that is, it's Travis Scott. You know, in one more month, assuming that Lady Gaga's The Fame's gonna stay on the charts, it will have been up there for 400 weeks.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about.
Hopefully no more interpolations are found on this album. If they do any more, Olivia Rodrigo is going to need to make a deluxe edition of the album just to turn a profit.
Yeah, and this is expensive pain. When you ride through the trenches, bulletproof all on the range. This is expensive pain.
For those wondering, yes, the song on this album, Blue Notes 2, is indeed a sequel to the previous song Blue Notes that Meek did on his mixtape DC4. And they both sample Midnight Blues, which was done by Snowy White in 1990.
Feel it, I'm gon' die, yeah. All alone and by myself. I've got birth from life support.
I mentioned the deluxe edition of this album before, but it does have a different name. It's Sincerely Kentrell Better, and the word better is represented by simply a greater than symbol.
Tell me what you really, really need, lil' babe. Take you out and put you in double C, lil' babe.
His highest charting studio album to date, beating out 2020's Heaven or Hell at number 7. This got up to number 2, and honestly, it would have probably gotten to number 1 if it wasn't for a certain Canadian artist.
I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests. Way too sexy. And I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. Way too sexy.
This is the said Canadian artist. So not a terribly busy week, but hey, this gives you more time to put together your spooky playlists for next weekend.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro!